It's working.
Shalom. We're going to start off making all praise and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Akakodash.
All honors to our teachers, the head apostles, and elders that we Muslim. Salutations to Rockin, that's out there listening, pushing for the truth, and sincerity. And if you walk with as well, that's listening with sincerity. Alright, today, just coming back at you guys through the spirit of Bob, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And basically, we're going to make a lesson, really various topics. But one topic right now that's roaming around is Esau deploying, all right, these troops, you know, within these different states, you know, and also here in Canada, you know, where brothers, our camp is at Montreal, you know, that's one of the places that basically these troops, you know, have been deployed. You know, you're seeing tanks and helicopters, you know, flying in videos and stuff. All right, multiple brothers are making videos on this, right? Because we know we're entering into times that what Esau is gonna basically bring in martial law. Okay, we don't know how he's gonna do it, but hey, we have to keep a watchful eye on this guy to see whatever move that he makes, man. Especially right now, man. Okay, with him, you know, deploying these different tanks, right? These armored trucks. Okay, so we have to be watching these things to see what's his next move, man. Okay, because he did say that a greater event, worse than the C-19, all right, is gonna come, man. Okay, so it's not a coincidence that hey, here it is. You see these things going around, man, and it's not on national news or you know, it's not a major thing. You don't see it trending on Twitter. Okay, it's really these guys that's so-called conspiracy theorists that's bringing these information out. Okay, usually when they're doing drills, let's say military drills, they put it on the news. You know, they may say, oh, this area, the troop is going to be coming and do military drills, but it's not on the news, man. You know, so we know something's about to go down. All right.
Real quick, Jeremiah 28 and 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Yeah, that's what the prophets of aforetime have done. Okay, and here it is, we're coming in the stead of those prophets, man. Okay, we're prophesying about war and evil, all right, that's about to come within this world, man. You know, to these third world, these first world countries, you know, Babylon the Great, Canada, all right, these cities that are without walls, okay? It says the third war is coming quickly, man. All right, and here it is, we're prophesying about that. We're forewarning you before it happens, all right?
That's it. Real quick.
You're gonna bring the article on.
Okay. Before that, real quick. Matthew 24 and 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet.
You know, we shouldn't be troubled of these things, man. You know, the hearing conflicts between the U.S. and Russia. You know, these different NATO. You know, all these basically these proxy wars. You could say that's going around right now, man. Okay, because we are in the age of information, and, you know, technology, you know, skyrocketing. So with that, you know, it's not really a physical war that's happening right now. Right now, it's really like I said, stated again, a proxy war that's going on first and foremost, and then it's gonna get physical. Okay, we're seeing the stages, you know, getting to that, man. And scriptures say that what we shouldn't be troubled when we hear these rumors, man. Because what, the end is not yet. Okay, there's still certain prophecies that has to be put in place, all right, before the end comes. For instance, the MOTB, Jacob's trouble. Okay, so when you hear of these rumors of these wars and Jacob's trouble is not going right now, then you know you shouldn't be really, you know, you shouldn't be really phase you. Okay.
As Yahweh Shai said, he has not given us a spirit of fear, but of peace. You know, and again, we're looking and we're hastening for the day of the Lord. We want these things to happen. Because for us, all the bad news is really good news. The downfall of this kingdom and all the news pertaining to that is good for us, man, because we want this kingdom to fall ultimately. Right? So to finish, it says here, verse 7, Matthew 24 and 7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famine and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. And again, all these bad things is good news for us.
I'm gonna go to the article. So this is basically the article about you know, how we started this lesson about the troops that Esau, you know, is basically deploying, right? So this is from Hall Turner Salakia. See it. Bear with me for a minute.
And again, all these those armies being deployed, man, it's nothing surprising ultimately, because we know that that's all pertaining to prophecy. Okay, as it says even in going to the book of Second Ezra, they tell you that many women are going to be left desolate of husbands and sons and brothers, because they're going to die in the war to come. And even all these people that are going to be fighting during those wars, they're going to get together and end up fighting against Yahushua. That's all prophesied, you know. So when we hear about these days of war, we're not surprised, man. We're actually expecting it.
I'll be answering that real quick. Isaiah 42 and verse 9, it says, "Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them." You know, so we're basically anticipating it. You know, when you're anticipating something, and when it comes, you're not surprised. You're really, you know, because you were waiting for it the whole time.
Yeah. We're not in darkness like these other people, man. Because them, they're gonna be surprised. Oh, World War III, really? Oh, but us, we know this. That's why we're gonna be, stable. You know, we're not gonna be bugging out. Oh, when am I supposed to do this and that? Yo, us, we're trusting in the Lord, man. We're good. You know.
Also, like a thief, if your robber's coming into the crib and you're waiting for him, you're not gonna be surprised. You know, there with a bat.
Yeah. Boom.
But if you're just sleeping, or in your boxes, watching a show, comfortable, and that thief comes, you're not ready, you know.
And that's gonna be the state of most of these people, the majority of the people in the world. Because even if you actually watching, like these so-called people that are in the so-called in the know or woke, so-called woke, they don't have the right foundation, which is Yahushua and which is this truth. So they might have a semblance of knowledge, but this is not going to be able to deliver them in that time. Even the people that the so-called preppers, I'm going to prep, the end has come, stack up your food, stack up your things, all these things that they're stacking up, they're really doing it for the righteous, you know. And ultimately, you don't know how you might be destroyed, man. You might be destroyed some way, somehow, and then the Lord ends up makes one of the elect stumble upon your stuff and tawada, you know.
Right, peace up. Jeremiah 9:23 says, "Thus saith the Lord, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might, let not the rich man glory in his riches." But you can also parallel that with these doomsday preppers too. Some of them are wise, thinking they're ahead of the game, trying to save up food cans, in a bunker, trying to And then it says mighty man, a guy might think his strength is going to deliver him in that day, so that's what he's going to lean on. His strength. Oh, I'm going to work out because that time will come. Fuck up,
I got the guns, I got this, I got that. I'm good.
And then the rich man too. Those riches can go towards buying bunkers. I'm going to buy this for me, I'm going to glory in that, and then it goes on to say, but let him that glory in this, that you understand it and know it me, that I am the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, which exercise loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth. For in all these things I delight, said the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So what you're really supposed to glory on or lean on is the fact that you understand the Lord. You understand that when these times come, I don't have to hoard up food. I don't have to save up food because the Lord got me. The Lord said He was going to get me.
Yeah, as it is written.
So I don't need to go to the gym 24/7 and prepare to fight a troop member.
What's up with the gym? As odds against the gym.
I don't have to worry because Yahweh Shemashah is going to get me, bro.
Especially, He might give you spiritual powers. Spiritual powers versus the guy that went to the gym every day of his life,
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah, this is the article about the troops. It's from Hall Turner Radio Show. It says, world updated again, 8:12 p.m. ETD. Tanks and troops deploying inside USA and Canada.
It says, citizens in many areas of the U.S. are startled that tanks, troops, assault aircraft are being deployed on the streets throughout the USA today, Saturday, June 17.
They're shook. Yo, what's going on? Why all these army tanks here, man? You know, because again, they're not prepared. They haven't been watching. You know, the day of evil is gonna pull up on them unawares, man. They're not gonna be prepared.
It says, the video below shows tanks on the highways of Idaho, Osprey helicopters dropping Marines in California residential neighborhoods. So this is like a regular, you could say, a suburban neighborhood, man. You know, they're seeing these aircrafts flying over their houses, you know, for you brothers and sisters that saw the video, right? So, hey, this is an actuality. This is not fake news, you know? People are actually videotaping these things and are showing it, man. You know, you see a freaking big armored trucks in the streets, okay? So, hey, Esau is getting ready to do something, man. You know, and then one of the trucks, they had a, what's it called, a wire, like I forgot the name of the wire. I think it's razor wire. It's basically those razor wires are used to basically control the crowd, either to keep people in or keep people out. What do you think Esau's bringing that into these cities, man? You know? Esau's bringing these things into the cities because, yo, martial law is going to come very soon, man. Okay? Here it is, right before this happened. What was happening in New York with the fog and shit? You know? Don't be surprised if Esau, you know, brings that fog back again. You know, the sky is all gloomy. Says, oh, you can't go outside. If you go outside, you're going to die. And then he deploys these guys with these big AKs, all right, to keep you inside the house, man. You know? Esau may very well do that. Okay? I'm just speaking as a man, you know, as a man, you think about these things, you're like, yo, that's what Esau could do, right? I forgot the word for that when you basically, anticipation. You know, we can anticipate these things, man, via the precepts, the prophecies, you know? You could foresee, yo, that's the way that Esau could go about it.
That's what it means to be a prophet. You can envision things before they happen. That in a sense that's something similar to what happened in, I believe, in China. They were having the lockdown. They were keeping people trapped in their hotels or whatnot, whatever they were, and they couldn't leave, man. You just hear people screaming in the hotel, we need food, and, you know, like if you wanted to go out, you couldn't go out except for like to go buy food and then come back straight home, man. You know, so that's that martial law, man. That devil is gonna restrict your movements, you know. Even to the point where that might be a segue to implement that MOTP, saying, yo, you see, because of the situation, to keep you safe, you know, by peace and safety, you know, to keep you safe, it's better if you take the MOTP, so we can better help to track you, and you know, if you have nothing to hide, if you're not a terrorist, you know, that makes us feel safer, you know. So yeah, man, everything we try to analyze everything that's going on according to the scriptures. Because we're not ignorant of the devil's devices. You know, we know that that's his end goal. He wants to chip you, right?
Real quick, this is Ecclesiastes 5 and verse 15. It says, "Be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or a small." You know, scriptures tell you to not be ignorant, man. No matter if it's a big thing that Esau is doing or if it's a small thing, whatever. Yo, we have our microscope on, okay? Whatever event that goes on, we're watching. We're seeing where does this align with prophecy? Because what 2 Ezra 9 tells you to measure the other times diligently in itself. And how do you measure the times? With the scriptures, man. So that the scriptures is really your microscope, right? You know, use the precept. Yo, oh shit, what's this? Yo, troops? Yo. You know, your scriptures did speak about Esau coming down like a big flood. Yeah, that's the measuring stick in Revelation to read, man. You know, we use the scriptures to know where we're at in prophecy, man. You know, that's our comforter. Okay?
And another thing is, you know, as it says, never trust thy enemy. It says even you have to look at that guy, man. You have to observe that guy. You can't just let him roam around, do whatever, because he's going to do wickedness. You have to watch this guy, man. If you take your eyes off him for a little second, man, he might come back with some next level shit. You know, You have to be able. You have to keep. At the same time, you're focused on prophecies, but at the same time, you're looking at the enemy, knowing that he's trying to kill you, right? You have to be out. You have to be watchful. You have. That's why it says pray and watch always. You know, you have to be attentive to what this devil is doing, right? Unless you get caught in the snares. You know.
You finished?
There's still more to go.
Yeah,
Second
that
Ezra
one.
15.
Yeah.
Second Ezra 15:14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein,
Whoa, you know, death and destruction. You know.
for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
War, man. That's basically what it means. War.
But there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power."
So that basically means chaos, man. There's not going to be any order in the streets, man. You know? That's another reason why that the army is there, because at the end of the day they can see, man. You know, these people are gonna bug out. We need to have some kind of force to keep them at bay. You know, we need to be able. That's what they say. Control damage, not control opposition, damage control. You know, so when the people are starting to bug out and want to go against the government, the army is already there to keep them in control. You know.
And ultimately, that's what Esau wants. He wants all anarchy. You know, a lawless society, so that what he brings his new thing, all right, his new world order in. That's what he wants. You know.
Come as a hero.
It says, "A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able."
And again, we had that pertaining to the pandemic, man. The whole world was on lockdown, man. Okay, so that just shows you that the devil can do it, man. He decrees unrighteous decrees. You know, he's able to do it by the way of his laws, man. He speak as a lamb that speak as a dragon. You know, he's able to put it into law to tell you, you stay home. If you leave your house, I can kill you. You know, the same way that he says, if you don't take the MOTP, I can kill you as well. You know. So again, all that is through law, man. Again, people are gonna want to go from city to city, but won't be able to. Their movements are gonna be restricted. Okay.
It says, "For because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid."
Yeah.
Oh, the houses shall be destroyed. Even these troops, they come in your house.
Yeah. Well, I believe if I'm not mistaken, there was an old Call of Duty game, and most of these army games, man, most of the stories that it's either Babylon has been taken down. You know, in the neighborhood, they have the armies in the neighborhood. It's it's not like in the hood. No, it's the suburbs.
Yeah,
you know, the
suburbs.
suburbs. Yeah, man. You know, people are coming into houses. The houses. Yo, come on, man. In the neighborhood, man. That's what's awaiting this place, man. All right. But these people are not aware, man. And again, that goes into the predictive programming. Okay, they put it in your face what's about to happen, so that when it happens, you're already desensitized. Whatever, man. You know, they bombard you with all those images and those ideas, so that when it happens, you're not even bothered by it. Same goes with the wickedness that they push forth, man. You know, hence the ABCDs, man. You know, they pushed it so much down your throat that at this point, man, everyone's okay with it, except for the men of the Lord. You know, and the people that are in the right mind, well, somewhat in the right mind.
That's what's coming. Your house is gonna be a hideout spot for a sniper.
You know, gallows. You know, there's what's it called? Trench. It's gonna be a trench. You know.
Yo.
Yeah, man. In the suburbs, man. Your couch.
your room.
Your room, man. Yo.
That's for a sniper, bro.
Yeah. But again, these people, they don't see it, man. They don't see all the downfall of this game. They don't see anarchy as being the norm. Okay. That's ultimately that's why that's what Esau Edom is setting up, man. And again, that's the Lord actually selected. That's the Lord setting it up through Esau.
Right. Sword.
Yeah.
That was it on
Back to the article. It says, video below shows tanks on the highways of Idaho, Osprey helicopters dropping Marines in California residential neighborhoods, and trainloads of military armor moving in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. So that's here where our brothers are at, man. Canada, that's where our camp is at.
Trainloads.
Right? It's a trainloads, man. Trainloads of military armor, man. Why is Esau deploying trainloads of military armor. Why? What's the problem? I thought this is we're in peace and safety right now, right? Everything's back to normal. Well, what should we be worried about? Right?
They're not
That's
telling
what,
us.
yeah. What are they not telling us? That's what these people should be, thinking in their mind, man. Seeing these things. Once again, this is not in national news, right? You have to be within the know or do your research to know these things. Regardless, people should be researching, man. Regardless, especially in the day and age that we're in, man. Knowledge being increased, But yet, Esau has dumbified these people to be so ignorant, live in la la land, so they don't watch what's going on, man. He's telling you trainloads of armor. For what?
Again, in Montreal, I think one of the reasons why they set it up in Montreal is because Montreal is known to protest. They anything, man, they'll march. They'll march, man. They don't give a if you tell them now you have a curfew and they say no, fuck that.
They're living the night, brother. Come on, bro.
Curfew? What? They'll get up and they'll cuss out the government. They'll march, man.
C'est quoi ça, monsieur? Non.
Le gros. Le gros, man.
Go fuck the gros. Yeah, they go. That's good point. That's why Esau is bringing those armors and shit in Montreal, man. Because they're known to get riled up whenever the government brings in a new law that they're not with. So Esau is getting prepared, man. Whatever that he's bringing something. All right, something's coming, man.
I know when they bring that here in Ottawa, man, it's just quiet.
They're gonna oblige. Yeah. Con.
Everybody stay home, gotta listen. Trudeau's right. Trudeau's right.
Hey, he might not know.
Yeah, man.
Sheeple, man. But it says we begin in Larkspur, California, where United States Marine Corps Osprey aircraft are dropping troops in residential neighborhoods, and it shows you a video of basically, the helicopters, passing by the neighborhoods and basically landing,
in the neighborhood.
Yeah, like probably they have a base or something, but it was like around the neighborhood, brother. Like they're landing and shit,
Setting up, they're taking over.
Hey, something's coming, man. It says,
and then you realize that you're actually not free, man.
Yeah.
When they institute that martial law, man, people are actually gonna realize, Esau Edom is the devil, man. They're actually gonna realize, man. They actually don't acknowledge, even our people, man. They actually don't acknowledge that we have enemies, man. At that time, they're gonna find out, man, the hard way,
Well, real quick, this is Revelation 12 and verse 12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time." So Esau knows his time is short, man. That's why right now it's kind of like picking up the pace. You can see he's picking up the pace a little bit to bring in his enterprise. Okay, and with them doing that, his true nature, his true color is gonna show. And like the brother was saying, these people, they're gonna start seeing that, man. Once again, right now, this is not a national news. This is not breaking news. It's not trending on Twitter. All right. But once they start seeing their heads flying off, man, that's when they're gonna be, oh shit, what's going on,
But even then, it's gonna be too late.
Hey, it's gonna be too late. It's gonna be too late, man.
They're already there, man. There's nothing you can do, man.
There's already warnings of cyber attacks, all these things, right? What do you think is gonna happen when a blackout happens, man? You can't go on Twitter and check, what's happening. You can't go and Google and search up why is there a blackout. Blackout, that means no internet, all right, no lights, no nothing. Okay?
And again, even when you try to, let's say, the fact that not Jacob's trouble, the famine of the word, because now these videos are being posted online, you have the opportunity to get fed in the spirit. But when that EMP happens, there's no more electricity, man. If you're trying to get, if you don't have this truth now, man, good luck when that time happens, man. When the evils are here, and if you don't have this knowledge, man, you're done, man. Okay? Shit, man. Good luck for you, man. You're gonna go through hell, man, for real.
Real quick, this is Ezekiel 7 and verse 5. It says, "Thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh Bashem Shai, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come."
Meaning bad time. Eve, ill. Eve meaning time, and ill meaning bad. Behold, it's come.
It says, "An end is come, the end is come, a watch it for thee, behold, it is come.
It's watching, man. It's creeping, man. You know, and again, like the brother said, if you're not aware, how are you gonna prepare for something you don't expect? You know, but those that the Lord has enlightened, we see all these things happening, man. We're not walking in darkness, you know, so we're not gonna stumble at the devices of the devil, man. Okay? We're preparing ourselves mentally and spiritually for the things that are about to happen. Right?
Another one, this is Ecclesiastes 9 and verse 12. It says, For man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in the snare, so are the sons of men snared in an evil time, when it falleth suddenly upon them. Suddenly. It's gonna be sudden. One day you're walking la-di-da-di-da, right? Hey, just like the plague, right? The 19.
Yeah.
Right? And then the next day there was a switch up.
Shit.
The
Where
next
am I?
day, man. Before that, man, if they were telling, if somebody would come and tell you, oh, yo, you know, tomorrow there's gonna be a new plague coming, you'd be like, what? What are you guys talking about? You know? Because they already have plans in their mind. Tomorrow I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna link up with this chick and go see this movie. You know, they already got plans, right?
There's a
And then
party
the
going
next
on.
day, boom, you hear, oh, C-19, it came from China. Yo, what the fuck is going on? You know? And then years later on, you see people with fucking diapers on their face, even till this day.
Yeah.
So it only takes really one day for everything to switch. You know, and that's what's gonna happen in the times to come, man. It
One
only takes
event.
one event. And Esau knows this, man. It's not a coincidence, once again, he's deploying these troops, man, within these different states and Canada, whatever, you know. He's getting ready to bring in a major event, man. That's gonna change these people's world, man. That's gonna change their plans. All right, because you know these vain creatures, they already have their own plans in their mind. You know, thinking that the world revolves around them. That's why it tells you all that's in the world is what the pride of life. But hey, a great humbling is gonna come. You're gonna realize, hey, the world doesn't revolve around you, man. You're gonna realize, yo, it's the devil that's controlling this. This fucking pale-looking red creature, all right, which received this power from Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that's controlling these things, man, these events. And it's gonna take them like a snare, right? Just like the fishes. When you're going fishing, you throw the net, bro. The fish is going on, you know, he's swimming and shit. He doesn't know the net's gonna come until he gets taken in and he's fucking, you know, on the air and wobbling on the floor. That's gonna be these people, man. They're gonna be, they'll be fucking like Mr. Crab, bro. Oh shit, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Through, man.
So again, you were saying these people, they revolved against themselves. I'm looking for a precept, I'll just paraphrase it. It says, say not tomorrow I'll do this.
Oh.
The what? You know? These people, they think that they're the ones that are in charge or in control of their own actions. When it's really the Lord who even programs you every night for the things that you're about to do, and that's for everyone, man. Just to show you that the Lord is in control in the kingdom of man. People actually, these vain people, as it says, the fools say there is no power. You know, they actually believe that they're in control, man. You got it.
Yeah, check this out, bro. James 4:13, it says, "Go to now, ye that say, today or tomorrow we will go into such a city." You get that, bro?
Yeah, break it down.
Go to now, ye that say, today or tomorrow we will go into such a city. They shall desire.
Here you go.
It says, go to now, ye that say today or tomorrow we will go into such a city and continue there a year and buy and sell and get gain.
Yeah, that's the mindset of these people, man. Like I said earlier, they think, yo,
work hard.
Yeah, they got their own plans. You know, I'm gonna finish school and they get my doctoral or whatever, my diploma.
Buy
you
a
know,
house,
buy a
get a
house.
house.
Yeah, do this.
Go to school,
You know. But there's other things, bro. There's other plans. You know what I'm saying? He got other plans for you, man. You know, and we know there's other plans. That's why we live our lives from day to day. You know, the only thing we were waiting for is the end of this shit, man, and for the kingdom. That's it. Outside of that, man, we're just day to day. Day to day, get the daily bread and day to day. That's it.
We're seeking the kingdom first.
You know, that's how. Let's say
where your treasure is.
God. That's why also when your significant other might ask you, well, what do you see ourselves in 2-3 years?
I'm
You know?
blind. I'm legally blind.
They always be asking that question. Where do you see us in the next 2-3 years, in the next 10 years? Where do you see yourself? Bro, me, I see myself in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? That's where I see myself.
But they don't like that answer.
No,
They don't wanna hear that.
no. They want to see, oh,
They
no,
don't wanna
I
hear
see
that.
myself with a son and 2 daughters, with you by my side, with a house.
Oh, yeah.
No, man, we don't see that shit. Because fire is.
Prophesy to us the seeds.
Yeah, smooth things.
Smooth things. That's
You know
what
what
they
I'm
want to
saying?
hear, man.
We don't see that, bro. All we see is fire that's but I come to for this place, man. All we see is friends fighting like enemies, man. You know, that's the future we see for this place. You know, it's becoming more and more evident, man.
Real quick, Luke 12 and 34 to the point. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So again, if your heart is in this world, if your treasures are in this world, your heart, your mind is in this world. You know, so you actually want this place to continue. This is your hope. Okay, but if your treasures are in the kingdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, you want this place to end. Okay? And again, it tells you, is it this one? It says, leave not where moth does corrupt. Matthew 6?
It's the same chapter you read.
No, this one is in Luke.
Oh,
It's near the end, huh?
it's like 6:25 or something.
Oh, it's 19.
Verse 19, it says, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth. Again, the treasure upon earth. We buy this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do all this. You know, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. Okay? But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God, man, you're supposed to seek for the heavenly things. There's a precept where it says, if you're risen with Yahushai, if your life is in Yahushai, seek for things that are above, meaning seeking the kingdom first, seeking what is pleasing unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, forsaking this world and seeking for the world to come, man. You know, because here we have no continuing city, but we seek a city to come. All right, this is not our rest, man.
Going back to James 4 and 14, it says, whereas ye know not what shall be on the morrow, for what is your life? It is even a vapor that appeareth for a little time, and then vanisheth away. For that ye ought to say, if the Lord will, we shall live and do this or that.
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to live. You know, go about your life whenever you have plans. Right? That's why, you know, among the brotherhood, you might say, Lord willing, you know, we see each other tomorrow.
Lord willing,
You know, Lord willing, you know, we see each other next camp. You know, things of that nature. Whatever plans that you say Lord willing. You know? Now that also hides pride away from you. You know, because you saying, oh, I'm going to do this tomorrow, I'm going to do that, that's really a boastful statement, man. You know? Because the Lord might switch it around, man. Yo, you know what I'm saying? You're right, you dying to sleep right there, bro. You know? And that's all these people in the world done. Bro, these people, they don't even say Lord willing when they want to do something tomorrow, man. You know what I'm saying? They'll say, yeah, tomorrow I'm going to do this, yeah.
Luke 12. Luke 12 and 16. And he spake a parable unto them, saying, the ground of a rich man brought forth plentifully. And he thought within himself, saying, what shall I do? Because I have no room where to bestow my fruits. He said, this will I do. Again, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. This is what will I do. I will pull down my barn and build greater, and there will I bestow all my fruits and my goods. And I will say to my soul, soul that has much goods, lay up for many years. You see, he's thinking about the future, man. Laid up for many years, man. Yeah, I'm good. I'm straight, man. Generational wealth, my 401k. Yeah, take thine ease, eat, drink, and be merry. Again, I'm good, yo. Take that ease, man. I ain't gotta stress, I ain't gotta worry, man. My bills are big, you know?
Yeah, you could even tie that in with these preppers, man. You know?
Yeah.
They're not saying Lord willing. You know? They're not in the truth.
You know, they might be saying Jesus Christ willing. You know, even then, yo, you know what I'm saying? They're stirring up these things. They have a sense of relief. Oh, man, I'm ready for this. I got
Whatever happens.
AK-47s.
Right.
I got pistols. I got unlimited ammo. I got unlimited canned foods, lemonades, Gatorades, got all these things, right? Whatever happens, I'm ready. You know? Cameras, yo. You know what I'm saying? Little do you know, when the event happens, it might be like, yo, you can't even get to that destination where your treasures are stored up, man. You know, you might just be stuck.
Someone's already there using it on you.
Yeah. And then here it is, you can see the feet on your phone. You know? Which I highly doubt that's gonna happen, you know, if there's a blackout, you know? Shit, you know what I'm saying? There's other plans in mind, man. These people, they don't know that. These preppers, they don't know that, man. Like the brother paraphrased earlier, you know, the wealth of the sinner is laid up for the just. So these preppers, man, whatever they're storing up, man, hey, they're storing up for one of the elect, man, one of the men of the Lord. You know? That they're gonna stumble across, oh shit, yo, the body, how about she shy, you know? Start feasting. Kind of like the movie Road.
Yeah.
Right, when they came across that bunker.
Yeah. They were
Right?
happy, man.
Hey, somebody else prepped up that bunker, bro.
And what was he? Nowhere to be found.
Yeah. They indulge in those canned foods and the peanut butter and the bread. That was them that was indulging in that, man.
The water. God.
Yeah, it's probably dead.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Fun. Okay, to finish up, it says, but the Most High said unto him, Thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then whose shall those things be which thou hast provided? Again, like we said, you did all these things, but that's going to go to someone else and you're going to die. Okay? So is he that laid up treasure for himself and is not rich towards the Most High. Okay? Because as it says, set up treasures in the heavenly places where no one can corrupt. Okay? And that's a blessing, man, because at the end of the day, the Lord is controlling everything. It's better to be on the good side of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai than to be on the bad side. Okay, you know, because at the end of the day, it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Lord, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, just to add to that precept, you know, it said, you know, their life is required today, and he wasn't able to bring up those treasures with him. Yeah. You know, that's why once again it's important to invest in the heavenly things, to invest in the truth. Because if you die in this truth, let's say Esau comes and you get caught, right? Whichever your lot is to be a martyr, right? Esau chops off your head. Yeah, your works are gonna follow, right? But these guys, these preppers, and you know, these guys that's investing in the world, and whatever they do here, it's not gonna follow, man. You know, which I have a precept to back it up.
I have another precept.
This is Revelation 14 and verse 13. It says, "And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, Right, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth."
Blessed. You're blessed if you die in the Lord. You're blessed if you're doing this work, man. Right? There's no, because again, at the end of the day, the Lord can bring you back. It's an easy thing for the Lord to bring you back, as pertaining to is it Thessalonians? First Thessalonians 4. You know.
It says, "Yea, saith the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors, and their works do follow them." You know, your works are going to follow, right? If you invest in the heavenly things, if you invest in this truth and you die in this truth, it's going to follow you, man. That status is going to follow you. You know, that's why Apostle Paul said what? "I fought the good fight," when he was getting ready to die, when he wrote to Timothy, right? "I fought the good fight, henceforth there's a crown laid up for me." Because what? The word followed, man. You know? That's the only thing that's going to follow you, your works that you have done in this truth. Anything outside of that, man, hey, it's to none avail. Okay? Going back to tying it with these preppers, you know, prepping food or whatever, that's not going to follow you. These guys trying to stock up, whatever, man. You know, whatever that they're trying to gain a name in this world, that's not going to follow, man. Okay? You see what I'm saying? That's why also these celebrities in this society, you know, these LeBron James, these Lil Uzi Verts, you know, they're whatever that they are here in this society, it's not gonna follow them. They're gonna be a low-level Israelite in the kingdom. You know, only the men of the Lord, all right, whatever that they've done in this side is gonna follow, man.
Yeah. Hebrews 6 and 10. "For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your works and labor of love, which ye have shewed towards his name, and that ye have ministered to the saints, and do minister. So when you do something for the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, it's not forgotten unless you go back into the world, unless you forsake the truth. Okay? But if you continue, again it says, blessed are the dead that keep in the works of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, roughly paraphrasing. Okay? The Lord is not going to forget the works that you've done, and He's going to reward you. Right? I had something, but did you have something more? Okay. But so bringing it back to the point of the man, the evil net, not being aware, the brother just mentioned that you might, as it says, blessed are the dead. So it might just happen that you might end up a martyr for the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You know, that might be your fate. You might get your head chopped off, as it is written. I've seen those that were slain for the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, those that were beheaded. There's gonna be some of us that are gonna get caught and end up dying for the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And this is how you know that you have you remain and you kept the integrity for the truth. As it says here in Revelation 2 and 10, fear none of the things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. So some of us are going to get caught. You have to understand this, man. Some of us are going to get caught. Some of us are going to have to be pilgrim among the earth. Some of us are going to get caught, man. Okay? And cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death. Blessed are those that die in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. It says here, and I will give thee a crown of life. That's the reward. That's your reward for laying down your life for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, as He has laid down His life for us. No greater love than this, that a man laid down his life for his friend. You know? So just as Yahushai did for us, man, at the end of the day, man, you should be ready to do these things for the word, man. Okay? That's the least of the things you can do, man. Okay? And again, that's a great blessing unto you, man. That shows that you did your work, that you finished the course. Because even to the last day, even to the last moment, you did not deny the faith, man. You held on, and you said you stood stiffly for the name of the Lord, man. You did not renounce the faith, and the Lord's gonna reward you for that, man.
Yeah, even then, you being a martyr, you know, for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that's gonna, let's say, bring you a name.
Yeah.
Right? We have different men that died for the cause.
Yeah.
Right? Like Eleazar, right? During the time of the Maccabees, right? With the swine, right? Till this day, hey, we're speaking about him, man. We're using him as a reference and how an example for us the level of faith we need to have in that time when Esau really comes and squeezes, you know, and comes upon the men of the Lord. You know, all these different men you have as examples, man. And in the times to come, whatever brother that it is that has to suffer that walk, all right, it's gonna be an example for the rest. You know, and you're gonna be talked about in the kingdom, man. The act that it is gonna be spoken about, man. You see? So, you know, indeed, you know, hey, your works are gonna follow, and the Lord is gonna know what you did for Him, man. You know.
And quick side note, also, when you read that story, what Eleazar had to endure, and even the 7 brothers and the mother, you see that original E spirit that's gonna come back in the scene, man. These people were tortured because they stood fast for their beliefs for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. They were tortured. They were boiled. They were parts of their bodies were dismembered. You know, but all that was because they refused to bow down to this to the wicked system at that time. So how much more are they gonna do unto us this time, man? So it says when they put us into prison, man, as it says, you don't know what they might do to you, man. They might torture you. Esau Edom is a crazy guy, man. People are gonna understand that. He's gonna show you that he's the devil that the Bible speaks of.
Remember that one? This is 2 Ezra 16, and we'll start at verse 68. Okay. You want it?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I had to do so first.
Go ahead.
God, this is Ecclesiasticus 44. Let's start at verse you know, just basically going into how a name is important.
Yeah.
You know, and if you die in this lifetime, that's not going to be forgotten, especially for many generations. This is Ecclesiasticus 44, and verse. I'm gonna start at verse 6. It says, "The rich man furnished with ability, living peaceably in their habitation." This is dealing with our forefathers. you know, the men of old, like the brothers we're going into, Eleazar, you know, the 7 brothers, you know, in the Maccabees. Verse 7 says, 7 brothers, 7. It says, all these were honored in their generations and were the glory of their times. There be of them.
Who so like it? You said that they were the glory of their time. So the martyrs that's gonna that's gonna have so like those that's gonna die in the truth for the truth's sake, you know, this is gonna apply to you, man. You know, you're gonna be so like read that again.
It says all these were honored in their generations and were the glory of their time.
You're gonna be the glory of this generation, man. Of this age, man.
Imagine that somebody telling a story about you.
Yeah, that's how it's gonna
America.
be like. Oh, that's how it's gonna be like in the kingdom, man. People are actually gonna read about you basically suffering that walk, man. Your story is gonna be spoke about, man. Like the elder apostle always says, we're in the Acts 2.0. You know, just like the apostles, they had to go to different tribulations, be beaten for the truth, right? They died for the truth. And here it is, we're reading about these things, man. You know? Like John being basically punished or damned to the island of Patmos, right? For Yahushua, for preaching Yahushua, man. Yo, these things are going to happen once again. You know? Even on a greater scale, man. You know? Being beheaded. Esau might torture you before he beheads you. You know what I'm saying? But what? At the end of the day, your story is going to be spoken about. And the Lord might put it in your spirit. Now you don't even feel those things, man. You know what I'm saying?
It says, there be of them that have left a name behind them, that their praises might be reported. You know? It says, and some there be which have no memorial, who are perished as though they had never been, and are become as though they had never been born, and their children after them. But these were merciful men, whose righteousness had not been forgotten.
Righteousness. You know, some people are known for their righteousness, and other people are known for their wickedness.
Right.
You know, it's better to be known for your righteousness at the end of the day, man. You know, because even if you die, your name is still here. So it's as if you never died. You're still here, man. The works that you've done, as the brother said, they follow you.
Right.
And your name is attached to that righteousness. You know, Eleazar, we know him because he chose to die rather than to forsake the Lord. You know, and then you talk about Christopher Columbus. You talk about Antiochus. You talk about Alexander the Great. They're known for their wickedness. You know, and their wickedness, their works of wickedness follow them until judgment. You know, and it's not just in that lifetime, in the past lifetimes as well. You know, so all their wickedness is going to be remembered. They're going to have to face judgment from Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
Real quick, I wanted to get this this is basically from the story of Eleazar, but this is the last verse. You know, this verse was, stuck with me. You know, so this is 2 Maccabees 6 and verse 31. It says, and thus this man died, Eleazar, right, living his death for an example of a notable courage. It says, and a memorial of virtue, not only to young men, but unto all his nation. So, his death was an example, man. Just like when the times to come to different men that's going to have to be beheaded for the witness of Yahushua, it's going to be a notable example, man. You know?
Even the enemies are going to have to acknowledge, this guy was different. You know, like all he had to do is bow down to the system. We would have been his friend, this and that, but he refused, man. This guy, we tortured him, this and that, man. I think it said pertaining to the 7 brothers. The 7 brothers, when the people started torturing them, it's like, what's wrong with these guys, man? And just eat the pork, man. Just eat the pork, man. Shit, man.
Whoever, you couldn't sleep at night, bro.
Come on.
What? You couldn't sleep at night.
The guy that was torturing him, like,
You
man.
couldn't sleep, these guys are no joke.
Fudge, man. Tormented, dude.
Yeah, they're gonna realize that the Lord is dealing with these men. You know what I'm saying? Something like, surely this is one of the men of the Lord. Surely. You know? You choose to die rather than to bow to the system? That's crazy. Me, I would have done it for you know what I'm saying, for $0. That's because then they're gonna fold like a launcher. You know what I'm saying? I had something else.
Yeah.
This is Ecclesiastes 7 in verse 1. It says, "A good name is better than precious ointment, and the day of one's death than the day of one's birth." Right? A good name is better than precious ointment, showing you the importance of leaving a good name behind, man. You know, especially in this truth, man. That's why you have to, strive for the truth unto death. Fulfill your measure.
Because having a bad name in the world, even in the world, man, you have a bad name. Yo, this the guy, man. Don't leave your girl around. Watch out for this guy. Oh, this guy, he steals. Don't leave, don't leave around with you. Well, he's a kleptomaniac, man. Oh shit, this guy's a drunkard. Don't bring him over. This and that. You don't want to have a bad name. It's a curse. Ultimately, having a bad name is a curse, and ultimately, that's why Esau Edom as the vagabond that he is. He doesn't want to be known as Esau Edom. Because that's the worst name that you can have in this time, man. That's why he wants to be called Caucasian. That's why he wants to be called Greek and German, and because all that goes back to the name. That's of who they are, man.
That's the worst rep you can have.
Come
Just
on,
the
man.
name Esau, bro. That sounds like an insult, bro.
Yeah, man. Edomite. Shit, man. Cain. Shit. The murderer from the beginning. Oh shit, man. Don't bring this guy over, man. Stay away from that guy, man.
But I wanted to add to your point. Even with these celebrities, you know how Esau could just, an example, R. Kelly, right? He showed you how Esau just basically, how you say this? Assassinated the character of R. Kelly. Put a blemish on his name, for the same lack of better words.
All that shit he worked for.
He grinded hard. He did all the sacrifices, brother.
40 years of my life.
40 years, man. Yeah, I'm saying he grinded hard for this shit. He did all the sacrifices. He was going hard.
Man.
He took it in the ass. Yeah, I'm saying, he went hard,
he did
brother.
everything, all the sacrifices.
And then he did one little misstep. So I said, he fucked up, right? I'm gonna have to do this, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now there's a stain on his image. Now he has a bad name. Everybody and their mama didn't know about R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying?
But Esau does worse in the background. Esau does worse, but Esau, that's what he's meant to do. He's built like that, man. So when you tell him to do a sacrifice, it's nothing to him, man. He'll just do it. Yeah. I've been there yesterday. Yeah, it's nothing new, man. Just give me the tools, man. I got it. Esau Edom is true, man. But our people, again, we have a conscience, man. See? That's why those celebrities, man, at one point they start bugging out, man. Drugs and all that stuff, because they can't keep up with the evil that they have to do to partake in have a little crumbs in this wicked society.
Go back to you finished the article?
Did you want something in the second Ezra 16?
Get it?
No, you wanted it, bro.
Because the article is not done.
There's a bit more. Back to the article. It says, Larkspur CA is shown on the scalable map below and gives the military direct control over the 101 highway. It says, I was about to say no.
That's a spirit.
It says, and gives the military direct control over the 101 highway into out of San Francisco via Golden Gate Bridge, as well as the 1580 highway.
That's I don't know if you brothers watched the last Batman movie, the Dark Knight. The last movie, they closed down the whole city. They shut down all the highways. If you're in the city, you couldn't leave. If you're outside the city, you couldn't come in. So again, just the fact that the military are there, they have complete control of that highway. Also, again, that's a prelude of them being able to say, okay, who comes in and who comes out.
Even that happened with the trumpet, remember? So you go downtown, but lock on the highway to get there.
It says, Next, we received video from people living in Idaho showing a group of Mi-1A Abrams, M109 self-propelled artillery, and this is like, I'm pretty sure it's a very expensive armored truck. You know, very expensive. It says, yeah, very expensive, man. This is the type of shit that the U.S. be funding to the, you know, to the U of the Ukraine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It says, why do you need that here? There's no, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's nothing happening.
There's nothing happening here. What's the threat?
The local thug, the local drug dealer, that's who you're trying to stop? No, bro.
They use it.
Yeah, bro.
It says operating on the roads of Idaho Falls, ID. It says not on flatbed trailers being moved, but instead actually operating on the public road. So it's actually operating. Usually it's a truck that
It's just there.
brings it in. You know what I'm saying? You know how like let's say your car gets towed and then a truck comes and takes the car.
Yeah.
You know, that's how usually they bring in these different vehicles in, but it was actually on the floor, brother. It was moving, brother, riding, swerving, brother. You know? It says Idaho.
Watch out.
Yeah.
That damaged the.
He said doesn't care anymore.
Yeah.
He said, fuck it. At this point, we're all in.
No problem. It says Idaho Falls is shown on the a scale of, is that what I just read? Salakia, no, joke. It says Salakia. It's just showing some images and videos and stuff that you know we can't really show. It says, I'm gonna jump down here, it says, lastly, for now, we show video of a train full of military armor and other equipment has moved into Montreal, Quebec, Canada, and stopped for unloading. You know? Well, that's basically the point of the article. The rest is just videos that they're showing you the thing actually happening, you know? Them deploying, you know, the trucks and so on and so forth.
You can show it to the camera, I guess, just to tell them we're not bullshit. Yes, if you want to. Just put it on. Yeah, George.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what we do. We just put the source, the link. You guys do your own research. Look it up. Google it. You'll find something. You'll learn something new.
God, this is 2 Ezra 16 and 68 says, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you being idle with things offered unto idols. And they that
Yeah. That's, you know, speaking about, hey, you know, how Esau is gonna, you know, take different of us, men of the Lord, and bring us into prison. And then what? He's gonna feed us with things offered unto idols. Meaning what? He can feed you whatever he wants.
Yep.
You know, he feeds you slop, whatever. When you go in prison, you don't have a special menu. You choose what you want to eat, man. Whatever that they're serving, that's what you eat. You know, that's how it's gonna be like, man. You're gonna be locked up in a cell, and then he's gonna slide the food under the door. You know, whatever is there, that's what he's gonna give you to eat. You know?
And the worst is when even that reminds me of even in slavery, man. If they want to eat, man, they'll break your jaw. They'll force you to eat. They'll force you to eat, man. You know? They'll break your jaw and make you swallow that, man. That's how you know that they're devils, man.
Verse 69 it says, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision, and a reproach, and trodden under foot. But there shall be in every place and in the
That's like he said, those that consent to having reproach, man. So you people that's trusting the system, that's all in, right? That's gonna go to the point and take the thing inside you, right? You're gonna be had in derision. You're gonna be trodden underfoot. Okay, because at the end of the day, Esau doesn't give a fuck about you, man. Okay, he does not give two fucks. Alright, all he wants is just control. That's it. He doesn't care how he does it or how he gets it. He doesn't care what you think about it. Alright? That's why ultimately you're gonna be trodden underfoot, man.
He doesn't care how many people have to die for him to achieve his goals. Like
Right?
collateral damage.
The only thing he sees is the cause. Cause.
Yeah.
He's fully focused.
Again, go ahead.
real quick, because you saw an example of that with the C-19. Nothing else mattered, not even school, not even work, everything was just locked off at work.
Boom.
Because that was Esau's agenda.
Yeah.
Keep it focused on this.
Yeah. On the news, Everything, that's all you heard about.
I thought school was important.
Yeah, education. Your education is important.
Lock that quick,
Lock
bro.
out, man. Everything online. Shit.
No more?
It's okay.
God, it says, verse 70, but there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord.
Oh, Salakia. Yes. So basically, when you trust it, you're gonna be trodden down underfoot. Even that reason, Isa Edom doesn't care about our people first off, and even his own people. It says, if he's evil to his own self, to whom shall he be good? But even the fact that if you take the emerald to pieces, that's actually signing you up for oppression, for oppression. You know, because that system is nothing else but captivity on a high level, man. Where he controls everything, man. From the you lose points if you fart, you know. You fart, you lose points, man. You fart too hard now, you can't take the bus, you know. So you're through, man. You see, if you consent to this wicked society, if you bow down to the system and follow after their ways, you're gonna be doomed, man. Okay. And then you're gonna realize, man, I made the wrong move, man. You know, and it's not just a thing of I'm gonna take the chip and then cut off my arm. No, you took it. You made your allegiance. You know, you said, okay, I side with Isa Edom is my power, and this is what I'm gonna fight for. You know. So again, that's what I wanted to add.
Even the laughs too. You might have limited laughs.
Yo,
that's wicked,
you
bro.
exceeded the number of laughter.
Yes.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Yo.
Yo.
Wow.
Shit.
Wow.
That's crazy, bro.
Wow.
Verse 71, it says, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods, and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire.
Because at the end of the day, that's the target, man. Those that, as it says here in Revelation 12 and 17, and the dragon was wroth with the woman, which represents Israel, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of the Most High and have the testimony of Yahushua HaMashiach. Okay, so that's at the end of the day, that's the target. Okay, that's who they want to get. Eradicate off the face of the earth. Those that truly serve Yahweh Hashem Yahushua in truth and spirit.
Jeremiah 15 and 2, and it says, and it shall come to pass that they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? And thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, such as are for death, and such as are for the sword, and such are as for the famine, and such as are for the captivity, That's dealing with the what? The camps, the concentration camps.
That's for those that are gonna be looking for answers a little, a dollar short and a day too late, man.
Yeah.
You know, when it's not time. When the famine of the word starts, man, don't be asking me what's the breakdown of the beast and the dragon. I'm not telling you nothing, man. You know, go to those that sell, man. You know, try go see the IUIC. They might sell you a pizza package. You know, you might make it through that, man. You know, but again, that's what it is, man. You know. And again, that goes into the evils.
Right.
You know, there's no escape. You know, the day of the Lord is darkness and only darkness, man, and only evil, man. Okay. Because there's not going to be an escape. It's either you die by the sword, or either you die by the famine, either you're going to be stuck in a concentration camp, man. That's what's awaiting for you guys, man. All right?
Real quick. This is Isaiah 59, verse 19, tying it up with the second address.
Yeah.
It says, so shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, shall lift up a standard against it. Like the brother read, then shall it be known who are my chosen. Because what? A standard is going to be lifted for the men of the Lord. And these people, they're going to see that, the men of the Lord, these men, may I say, they're moving differently. these men, they have something on their side that's backing them up. You know, especially, you know, there's gonna be spiritual power, right? Even when Esau tries to come and get particular men, you know, the Lord's not gonna allow it to happen, because what? You might disappear, you know, you might just, you know what I'm saying, do something to those troops, man. You know? Because as the left hand is turning up, Yahweh Shem Shai is turning up the right hand too. And we know the right hand is stronger than the left. So Esau's not gonna prevail, man. You know?
And Yahweh Shai said, greater things will ye do. You know? So we're gonna, you know, the Lord's gonna make it known, man. The Lord's gonna make it known who are his men, who he's dealing with. Okay, and he's gonna make marvelous works, strange works, man. Alright? Just to back you up real quick, Job 5:19, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yet in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. The Lord is gonna keep you if you're really part of his men, you know. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourges of the tongue. Neither shalt thou be afraid when destruction, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. Right? So again, when all hell breaks loose, man, we're gonna be in a happy mood, man. We might pop up. Come on, man. We're gonna be in a big mood, man. We might be popping bottles, man. Popping champagne, man. You know, 20 years, we might end up in you know. Might end up in some rich Edomite's house, man, where he saved up 40-year-old champagne, man, 50-year-old champagne. Where you pop that, man, celebrated party, man. You know, the death to America. You know what I'm saying? About the boss, so like, not yet, in the kingdom, Yeah. Yeah. So again, the Lord is gonna protect those that truly serve Him. There's a piece of it says the Lord's eyes are on those that are.
That's my verse.
Bring it out, and then we'll close out with that. Okay? Because again, as the brother mentioned before, he said those that go into if they come and tell you where shall we go, we're gonna tell them for those that are for the famine, those that are for the sword, those that are for the captivity to the captivity. But again, the Lord has his eyes set on those that serve him, okay? And even again, there's an angel that the Lord has sent to give a mark of exemption, okay? There's a mark of exemption for those that serve Yahweh B'Shem Yahshua in truth and sincerity, and we pray that us brothers and those that are watching the videos, those that really seek after Yahweh B'Shem Yahshua, we receive that mark, man.
Psalms 33 and verse 16, it says, "There's no king saved by the multitude of a host. A mighty man is not delivered by much strength. A horse is a vain thing for safety, neither can he deliver any by his great strength. Behold, the eye of the Lord is upon them that fear him, upon them that hope in his mercy, to deliver their soul from death and to keep them alive in famine."
Beautiful, man. So that's self-explanatory, man. The Lord is there to protect those that fear him and that serve him in fear and trembling, man. Right? He's not there to why would the Lord protect those that first off don't believe in him, that don't even have their thoughts is not even towards the Lord? Why would the Lord be there to deliver them, man? No, he's gonna leave them to their own devices so that they may be destroyed, man. So that they may know that there's only one power, man. At that time, people are going to acknowledge the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahshua. You got something? That's
hey, so with that, man, I'm going to close it off here, all right? I think all praise unto the Lord.
Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Shem HaKadosh.
Hey, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. All right, till next time, we're going to say Shalom.
Shalom. Soon, man. We're almost there, man.
There's a helicopter in your house.